My name is Kat and I've started my weight loss journey about 14 months ago now, and I've managed to lose 70 pounds. Today's video will be what I eat in a day, how I meal plan or meal preps for shopping, etc. for all my meals for the week, and also an Aldi shop food haul. So I'll show you what bits I buy, my favourites, etc. I usually shop in Tesco on a weekly basis, and then every 2 weeks or so I'll go to Aldi and get a few things because Tesco doesn't have everything that I do like in Aldi, so I just stock up on a few things there. Also, a trigger warning: if talking about weight loss, calories triggers you, then it's probably not for you. For tracking my food, I actually use Nutricheck. You can get it free for 7 days. I've decided to pay for it when I first started, and I think I paid £24 or £25 for the whole year, or you can do monthly, £3.99. But I've been told by a lot of people that track that they prefer that over MyFitnessPal, because MyFitnessPal is quite known, quite out there, but people prefer Nutricheck because it's very visual. So if you're a visual learner like me, it will help you. It will be easier for you to visually see everything, and it's got a lot of different perks in the app, like easier days where you can split your calories, and if you're going out somewhere, you can obviously take away from other days automatically and bump up your other days, Saturday or Sunday, for example, if you're going out to eat or drink. So you still stay within your calories, but it makes it easier for you, if that makes sense. But I'll be showing you guys in details soon. But yeah, I am actually starving. I need to have breakfast, and my kids are actually going to grandma's from about midday, so few hours. So shopping will be a very peaceful one this week because I don't have the kiddies with me. I have 2 children, aged 2 and 4. So they're a bit of a handful most of the time. So that's why I picked this day to even do a video, because trying to record and they're just making pure noise in the background, because that's what they do, it's quite hard. So we're gonna go eat some breakfast and go shopping, and I want to make my favourite breakfast and show you guys how to make it, but I don't have everything in because obviously I need to go shopping. So I'm going to switch it up and kind of do lunch for breakfast and breakfast for lunch. So I'll show you that. So breakfast is ready. Quick scrambled egg. If you haven't tried marmalade and egg, then try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Okay guys, we're ready to go to Aldi, but first let me show you the whole meal plan situation and how I do it. First things first is clear out your fridge. So throw away anything that's gone off, give the fridge a little wipe down just so it's ready and fresh when you get your shopping in. Right, let me show you my little family meal planner that I use. Okay, so here it is. I get this off Amazon, and I'm telling you, I've been using it for 2-3 years now. I just keep reordering. It's really good for families, but also if you're a single person, you can just have your work in one, food in one, activities, etc, etc. It can work for families and single people or smaller families. But anyway, this is how I do it. So that's my column, my partner's column, my kids' column, food, and here I mainly put the dinners, any house bits and other occasions that we have going on, food shopping, date nights, etc. Haven't finished doing this for this week. I write down, first thing I do is my partner's work schedule, which hours he's doing, because a lot of the times he can take lunch for work and heat it up. So I would make the dinner and he would have that for lunch. So on Monday I'm going to make fajita pasta and he will have that for lunch. Then I'll be making sausage mash the next day. He'll have that for lunch. I'll be making kofta. He'll have that for lunch. So it just makes life easier than having to make a whole separate meal for his meals, for his lunches. And for me, I just figure it out. as I go. I have a few favorites that I like to have. I'll show you that in a minute. And same with the kids. I just try and use the leftovers and make other meals from it to avoid having to cook so much. Even though the kitchen is my happy place, I love cooking, but you know, there's only so many things. You don't want to be cooking from scratch breakfast, lunch and dinner every single day. You know, that's a bit much. And then here on the side, I usually do my little shopping list. And here, those first 3 meals, we put those in last week because we fancied that, but obviously we already had the meals planned, so we said we'll put it for this week. So next week as well, if I show you quickly, we thought of these meals that we want to have, so I just jotted them down and we'll be having them next week. So at least some of it's already kind of complete. I go to Aldi every like 2 weeks or so, and mainly we do Tesco, so I've got a little Tesco list and the main shop is from Aldi this week. But I do need to go to Tesco for a couple things because they don't have that in Aldi, or the kids don't like the beans or something, but I like the mayo from Tesco. So it's only next door, so it's not too bad. So I'll just pop into Tesco and pick up a few bits today. And then this is my shopping list for this week. So after I put in my partner's schedule for the week, I will then add any birthdays or anything else that's happening outside of the house. And then I will plan the meals around that, instead of planning it the other way around and you just do your meals and then you might not even be at home for that meal. So it just makes sense to do all your work schedules, your social events, everything like that first, and then plan your meals around that. So once that is done and I've put all the meals that we're going to have, so say for example, if I do pizzas and he was working the next day, heating up a pizza doesn't sound very appealing to me. So that's why there's certain meals will be on certain days because he doesn't need it for work, if that makes sense. So here on Saturdays, I usually plan for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 dinners, and the 7th or 6th and 7th dinner is just figure it out, whatever's left in the house, try use things up from the freezer, any leftovers, etc., to avoid sort of waste. Once I have all the meals, then I start going through every meal. So say for fajita pasta, I know I have chicken in the freezer, so I don't need to get any. I need to get the seasoning. I don't have any pasta, so I'm going to get pasta, and I'll just literally go through every meal I need and just check what I have, check what I need, and then obviously any other kind of weekly basics we need, like cheese and fruits and stuff like that, and I'll just keep adding to the list until I'm all done. And then that's it. I'm just going to take this with me, and then I'll have it all ready. So this is on my fridge. I have this, I think it's from the pound shop, literally a little whiteboard. And what I do is I write the meals, so all the dinners that you just saw, this is last week's by the way, so I'll be changing it up for this week's meals. So I just literally put all the meals I've planned, and then anything for the kids, because they usually eat with us, but if they don't like certain things or I know they're not going to eat it, then I make them a little alternative. Any treats and snacks that I want to try for this week. And then obviously we've got like breakfast and lunch. I keep it pretty similar, so every week I might just switch up 1 or 2 things, but usually I have all these things in the house, so I can just, I don't plan the lunches and the breakfast to the T. Like I just kind of go with what I fancy or what my kids fancy on that day, instead of having a very strict, you know, plan for the breakfast and lunches. I'm a bit more strict with the dinner because like I said, it has to kind of work with the schedule of work for my partner. So yeah, breakfast and lunch is a bit more spontaneous, but I jot a few things down I want to have, and then I just make sure I have all those ingredients in the house so I can do any of those things that's on my little whiteboard here. Right, I hope that all made sense. That was quite a lot to take in, but if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to help you out, or also message me on Instagram. I'm quite active on there, on my stories and posting stuff, so just message me and I'll help you out. Now I'm going to just change all the whiteboard that I have in the kitchen, and I'll put all my new meals on for this week, and then I'll show you. Okay guys, so it's done. So this is what it looks like. This is going to be so good, I'm telling you guys. I'll post recipe or how I make it on Instagram. I'm also going to grab a quick snack for the way. So like, this is like my little cupboard that I keep all my snacks and bits in. These are so good. You guys have to try it. So I'll have this for the way and let's go shopping. I'm back home now and I'll get all the shopping out in little bits and sections and then I'll show you what I got. Okay, so we've got chips, fish fingers, chicken goujons, and the fish. I'll be having that for dinner, and then this is more like for my partner and the kids. Okay, this is my favourite section right here. So I usually stock up in Aldi. These yogurts I find the best for price, protein and calories. So let me show you the back. Per 100 grams, it's only 70 calories and 13 grams of protein. Like, I've tried many different yogurts from different shops, and these from Aldi I find the best. I found this coffee flavour. I've had this a couple weeks ago. It was so good. So I've got 2 of those. I've got a chocolate one as well. I like to make pancakes from these. So I was thinking to make like a tiramisu coffee pancakes. And then the mousse, chocolate and caramel. And also got cottage cheese to try. This is very good for protein as well. Where is it? 107 calories per 100 grams and 12 grams of protein. So this is very good as well for protein. Those shakes are really nice. Love these flavors. Caramel, chocolate. I'm all about that. And then we've got some fruits. Loads of bananas, peppers, cucumber, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, tomato, and some salad. So let me give you a quick comparison. This is Tesco 0% fat Greek yogurt style and the Aldi one I'm talking about. Let me just show you the difference, right? So per 100 grams is 60 calories, 6.2 grams of protein, and the Aldi one is 70 calories and 13 grams of protein. So really and truly, it's only 10 calories more for this one, but it's nearly double protein, or about double actually. So it's much more worth to get this one. Okay, we've got more fridge stuff. These chicken tikka breast slices, they have other flavors too, but these are amazing. Wraps, salads, even snack by itself. Really high in protein. I'll show you quickly. Per 100 grams, 134 calories and 28 grams of protein. That's why I can make a wrap that is like 40 grams of protein using just this chicken. We've got cheese. This one is only 82 calories per 30 grams of serving. Light mozzarella, cream cheese, feta cheese for salads, and some ham, Baby Bell for the kids. Some butter. This one is 36 calories per 10 gram serving. And Scotch eggs are for my partner because they're very high in calories and he's on a bulk. And reduced garlic slices. These are really nice. And okay, we're on to like breads and carbs. These are really, really good. They're nearly 10 grams of protein per wrap and 179 calories. Really worth it. Some 2-in-1 bread. Got these to try with the kids as well. 150 calories. Some snacks for my partner. And this granola is honestly the best. We go through it so quick. It is a bit higher in calories, like if you're tracking calories, but I usually use just maybe 10 grams or so for a sprinkle on my breakfasts. I'll show you today anyway when I make this breakfast lunch. But this is really, really good. I love this. And they do have another flavor like fruity, but I do prefer the honey and seeds. Per 45 gram serving is 200 calories and 12 grams of protein. Really good. And also pancakes for the kiddies because they love them. We're on to the kiddie stuff. Some snacks for them. I love the cheese crackers and these little biscuits. I usually get like, I think there's about 7 here. I get so many of these little Polish biscuits, and they're so good. Kids love them. Tube yogurts, dip it. Okay, we've got some meat. Chicken I'm going to be cooking today for roast. I couldn't find the lamb mince that wasn't like, it was 20% fat, it just wasn't worth it. So we'll have beef koftas instead of lamb. And then these skinny sausages, they are only 73 calories per sausage and 10 grams of protein each, which is really, really good. Some green milks for my lattes and Coke for my partner, and my favourite squash. That's why I had to go to Tesco to get this. And also a shopping list for for the fridge. I prefer writing on this, there's a bit more space than on from my calendar, and it's got a little magnetic strip so it just sits on the fridge really nicely. And our tin opener broke, so I had to get that. Some sweet corn, beans, gravy granules, seasonings, rice pudding. There's like this ginger immune support juice shot I bought to try. Squirty cream, salt, sugar, eggs, ketchup and mayo, pasta, potatoes, spray oil. This is really good to use instead of regular oil. You save loads and loads of calories. Some cappuccino for my partner, some household essentials, and what's left is the nappies and wipes for the kids, water, and I need to show you what came for me today. So I'm really excited to try this one. I usually use the PB Fit peanut butter powder. It's less sugar, more protein, no palm oil, all those kind of things. So you just literally mix it in water, or you can add it to your shake, or you can bake with it. It's really good. So I'm excited to try this one. It was a little bit better priced than the PB Fit, so I'll have to update you on how that tastes. But if you've never heard of peanut butter in the powder, you should definitely try it because it's much better for you. Honestly, nothing better than a fully stocked fridge on a Sunday. Okay, so shopping's done, it's all put away, and I am starving. I've literally just had the eggs with the crusty roll and the coffee with the bar, and I am starving, and it is 4:30. So what we're going to need is a container, almond milk, protein yogurt, Weetabix, flavouring. You can use any that you like. I just prefer using this skinny vanilla one because this yogurt is plain, so you can flavour it. And the granola, and we're doing a berry flavour today, so blueberries, strawberries and raspberries. So we are making crunchy Weetabix, so something like the overnight Weetabix, but it's a crunchy version. So if you don't like soggy Weetabix, this is for you. But if you do like soggy Weetabix, you can still have this, and you just add more milk, and I'll show you where. So we'll start with the Weetabix. I usually use about 2, but I'm starving right now, so we're going to go for 2.5. And you just weigh it out at the same time. You're going to crush this, but you're not going to make it into a powder. You want a few chunks. I'll show you. Okay, so something like this. Hopefully you can see. So it's got a few bigger bits. Then we need some almond milk. Zero out the scales. And you're going to just pour a little bit over. You're not going to soak it. That's obviously, you're not going to get crunch if you soak the whole Weetabix. So here I've got about 35 grams. And I'll show you. See how it's only a little bit in there? It's not fully coated. So now I'll take this off the scales and put a bowl down. Zero out the scales. And we're going to add 200 grams of this yogurt. We'll add a splash of our vanilla, and as you can tell, I do like this flavour because I run out. When I ordered recently from them, they didn't have the litre bottles, so I just got a few of the shot ones. I'll show you. So they have small ones like this that you can take with you, squirt in the coffee if you're out and about. But this would also work with the yogurt, same as the big bottle. And that comes in different flavours too. So we'll just add a little splash. There we go. And this will be enough to flavour something else. We're going to give that a mix. Mix in the flavour. I don't weigh also these are 0 calories, so I don't even bother weighing it out because there's no point. But they're really good to flavour yogurts, porridges. Right, so once that's mixed in, let's put our Weetabix back, and then we'll top the Weetabix with the yogurt, and then you just spread it. Now guys, from here, this is like the base. You can go as adventurous as you want. Like there's so many things you can put on top there, just even fruit and cookies. My favourite ones, some of them are apple and peanut butter, the powdered one I showed you earlier, and the granola for extra crunch, mixed berries, banana and caramel. I mean, whatever you like, whatever fruit you like, you just put it on top and enjoy. Okay guys, so first mistake of my recording is I didn't check and my camera didn't record the next steps. But basically, after you had your base, your Weetabix and your yogurt, I've literally weighed out some strawberries, raspberries, blueberries on the top and put 10 grams of the granola. I'll show you which one. This granola. And that's it. And what I do love about berries is that they are very low in calories. They're high volume food. So if you've never heard of high volume food, it's basically you get a lot of food for little calories. So berries are very low in calories. So you can have like a whole bowl and it's not going to be a lot of calories, but it will fill you up because you're eating like a high amount of food, if that makes sense. Compared to like bananas, grapes, certain other fruits, they're a little bit more high in calories. So you can't have as much for little calories. I hope that makes sense. So I do love to do high volume food because I love to eat and I like big portions of food. So if I can incorporate those lower calorie fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, fruits and vegetables are generally low in calories, so you can really fill up your meals and you're going to have a lot more to eat if you wasn't to put them in, basically. So I highly recommend high volume eating. Incorporate all veggies, fruits, salads in most of your meals, and that will definitely help you on your journey. I absolutely inhaled that. I forgot what it tastes like. I was so hungry. But I do have a sweet tooth, so expect a few sweet things here and there because I'm all about chocolate, I'm all about caramel. Anything sweet goes, but in a calorie deficit. So okay guys, so a bit of change of plans. Obviously I was going to make roast dinner for dinner, but I've decided to go and get my kids with my partner because they're at a barbecue for a granny's birthday, so I decided let's go as well and celebrate. So basically I will not be tracking dinner, and how I lost the weight or like made it sustainable and been able to enjoy life, because you don't want to miss all the occasions, you don't want to miss all the cakes, you don't want to miss all the drinks. What it is, it's an 80-20 rule, so that I follow anyway. So 80% of the time I will track, I will watch what I'm eating, I will try and eat whole foods, healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, etc. And I'll track that. And then 20% of the time, where there's a birthday, there's an occasion, there's a barbecue, there's a cake, there's, you know, social life, you know, hopefully everyone has one. I will not track, but I will still eat mindfully. So I'm not just because I'm not tracking that meal, I'm not necessarily going to stuff my face because I'm not tracking, if that makes sense. So I'll still be mindful and practice mindful eating, because obviously I don't want to be counting calories forever. So at the end of the day, it's good to have those days or meals. Like I've tracked the whole day, but I'm just not going to track dinner. I'm just going to eat out, so I will hopefully be able to show you what I'm going to eat. And also, losing weight, I think you have to think of it as like a marathon, not a sprint. Like if you want it to be sustainable, you want to keep losing the weight, or you want to, once you're at your goal weight, you want to maintain, you need to be able to understand how to eat without tracking, because you know you don't want to be tracking for the rest of your life. So this is a good opportunity, like days like these, to be able to practice mindful eating and still enjoy life. So I will see you there. Good evening guys, just came in, well not just came in, just sorted the kids out, they're sleeping now, and it's currently 10:30, so having a quick cup of tea. So I'm going to have a little dessert and I'll show you what I'm having. There's a separate stomach for desserts. I don't know about anyone else, but I have two stomachs, one's for food, one's for dessert. There's always space. So this is literally it. Cookies, chocolate orange and protein pudding. You want to open your pot and give it a stir. Quick one as well, you can also heat it up in the microwave for a few seconds, like 10 seconds, give it a mix, and the texture, it will get really runny, and then you can use it as a dipping sauce. I've done that with strawberries and it's so good. And then take these, break them up, There you go. And now you have a high protein, nice treat dessert, very low in calories and very, very delicious. And with this, you can use any flavor puddings. I've even put that granola on top and it's really nice for crunch. You can use any biscuits, any cookies, literally get adventurous and use whatever you like. You can even put fruit on top. Hey guys, I didn't manage to finish recording my video yesterday. We got home quite late. I just wanted to touch base and let you know what kind of things I'm planning for this channel. So it will be like weight loss based. I do want to try 75 hard challenge. If you haven't heard of it, it's like a mental toughness challenge. Not necessarily a physical one, but you do see physical benefits as well of it. Also showing how the NutriCheck app works, how to use it sort of back to basics and then a bit more advanced, making the meals, saving your meals, etc. So I think that might be quite helpful for some of you if you haven't used the app before especially. I want to share some recipes, do tutorials of recipes for you, what I eat in a day, food shops or like hauls, show you my favorite products, all my weight loss tips and tricks, all the mental side of it, the mindset, all of that good stuff. And I also like a bit of organizing in the kitchen, on my desk area. I'm very active on Instagram, that's my main sort of platform at the moment. So I post on there, I'll show you a little screen recording here. I post on my stories daily, what I eat, what I'm up to, and I've made like in the highlights, made sections for like breakfast under 500 calories, lunches under 500 calories, dinners under 500 calories, like protein desserts. I've just put it all into the highlights that I post on my stories for inspo, so you can go and check it out. If there is anything that you want me to go into more detail about or cover more or do a separate video in more detail about something, do let me know in the comments. Like this video, share it with your friends, share it with someone that wants to lose weight. Maybe some of these tips will help them, and make sure you subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification when I post my second video. Now if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. Hopefully I didn't waffle too much. But yeah, thank you so much and I'll see you in the next one.